Luke. Luke.
Ben?
Luke. You will go to the Dagobah system.
Dagobah system?
There you will learn from Yoda, the Jedi Master who instructed me. Never mind then. Good luck, Luke.
Ben, you son of a bitch!
Greetings, toy heads, and welcome to another episode of Go Figure with me, your host, Eli Williams, here on the digitally Rebastard Network, the action figure show about news, reviews, collecting tips, customizations, kit bashing, everything that goes into this fun, nerdy hobby that you and I both love. And in this special episode, we're going to be doing an unboxing and review of the Star Wars The Black Series Archive, Hoth, Han Solo, and Luke Skywalker. Interesting thing about these two, I really had not planned on getting these because my Empire Strikes Back's Leia was the Hoth Leia. I didn't have the Bespin Escape Leia. Well, I found one at a pretty decent price loose, and so I've added her to my Empire Strikes Back lineup for my, classic characters, and I now had a Hoth Leia that was kind of standing out by herself, so I thought, well, I need these two. I found Luke. Luke I got off of Amazon, still on Amazon at a pretty decent price, and then Han I got off of eBay, that I found him at a pretty decent price, so there they are. So let's take a look at them. First off, let's move Luke out of the way here. And Han, as you can see, we've got the 50th anniversary Lucasfilm logo on there. Star Wars Black Series Archive, Han Solo Hoth. There's Han Solo in all his Hothiness. Got the artwork there, picture of Harrison Ford and the poncho, and then Hasbro logo on the bottom, and then on the back we've got the same artwork, Star Wars Black Series blurb about Han Solo in the Hoth and stuff that happens in Empire Strikes Back, 50th Lucasfilm, the timeline of when everything happens in Star Wars, all the way up to, at this point, looks like it's just Solo. Was the only thing, or was the newest thing, Solo, and then the sequel trilogies. And then we have jibbery-jabbery legal jargon attention. Don't put Han Solo in your mouth. Age restriction, ages 0 to 3. You know what that means.
If your child is not born yet, they shouldn't play with these toys.
That's right. You're welcome. And Disney logo and Hasbro logo. So let's go ahead and dig in here and get Han Solo out. This being a card, I should be able to pop that off. There we go. Just got to get it started. And then 2 fingers in. And then down we go and around we go. And the tray comes out. And then we've got just a couple of accessories here. And, God, this tape sometimes is a bear. Let me see if I can just pop that. There we go. Get his blaster out. And then his Medipack. Or satchel, or whatever that is. Or those are binoculars? Oh, those are binoculars. And that means we're ready to... And he's out. And the stupid piece of paper stayed in the package. And set this aside, and Han is ready for the pedestal. All right, here we've got Han on the pedestal, and we can take a look at the accessories. Comes with his blaster, his classic blaster. This one is a little better than some. Some of them have just been straight black. But this one actually has the brown for the broom handle on there. And then we've got the silver paint app on the flash suppressor on the end of the blaster there. Got the little scope arced over to the side. Pretty standard right there. And then we have the binoculars with the just a plain white plastic binocular right there, and then a brown, soft rubbery brown strap on there. I'll move these down to the side. And there we have Han Solo. Let's see here. Han stands at approximately 6¼ inches tall. Between 6¼ and 6½. Really good sculpt. I remember the old figure, his poncho was blue, and which is strange because there are some scenes in Empire Strikes Back where it does look blue. But then there's some scenes where it's very obviously brown. I guess maybe I need to go back and watch. I've seen Empire. I've seen it more than any of them, but it's one of those things that's just like, was it brown or was it blue, or did he have, two different ones? They even have a black series where it's blue. But at any rate, we'll take a look here. He does have this hood that seems to come off. So let's see if we can get this off here. He's got, yeah, there we go. That comes off. Oh, and it has goggles that are separate too. Oh, well, look at that. Huh. Okay. Got goggles that go up on the top of his hat there. So there we go. This will be a little bit better for articulation. Nice upper torso is that a separate piece, or is that, no, that's one piece. I didn't know if that was an overshirt or no, that is its own piece. But then we've got the belt is a separate piece. Basically the same belt as the Smuggler Solo, with the holster with the little pin in there that you can close that, which is a really great piece. And then we've got a separate piece there that is attached. Looks like it's attached to the lower torso. That's a soft rubbery material, so you have a little bit more articulation with the legs. Nice sculpt work on the coat, poncho, however you want to look at it. Got your Rebel insignia up here with this communicator on there, where he can hit that and talk through his wrist, which is right there, which is not painted. No, I guess that has a little yellow dot there, if you can see that. So that's, Echo 1 to Echo 7. And, yeah. Let's see. These seem to be, well, there they go. My floor is a magnet for action figure accessories. Those just seem to be off kilter there, but that's okay. And then his poncho is a soft rubbery material, and it's got a little scarf down here on the bottom. Fur paint apps all the way around there. We'll set that aside there because we'll put that back on. But nice pant detail, nice boot detail. They took the time to paint the straps on the boots. Really, really well done. Just seeing this for the first time for me. I know it's an older figure. I get some figures, older, that are older. I don't get some things right away. This had been out before I got into Black Series, so there you go. Head articulation. Head goes all the way around. This is a standard. Is that a standard neck, or is that a ball going into? I think that's just a standard neck with a ball joint or a ball hinge up at the top there, going into the head. Head goes all the way around. Really, without the hood, pretty decent down, pretty decent up. Tiny bit of tilt. Arm goes all the way around and out to there. We've got No bicep swivel there. A single elbow with a swivel at the elbow. Can't believe there's no bicep swivel because it looks... No, I guess Luke doesn't have one either. Interesting. And then the wrist, looks like there is no wrist on this. It's just a gauntlet swivel. They kind of cheapened out on this a little bit. Interesting. You got a ball joint going in from the legs into the torso for a little bit of ab crunch there, and waist swivel because there is no waist swivel. Legs go out to right about there. Not getting too much further into that. Do have a double knee, which is strange that they would do that and not do that on the arms, but this is one of the first few lines, so they probably weren't really doing that yet. No boot swivel. Detents on the feet and a forward rocker on there. Go ahead and put the hood back on. There we go. And we'll put... Let's see here. We'll put this around... as well, if I can get it. Maybe I should have done that before we put the hood back on. Get down. And come on. There we go. Okay. Well, that's gonna leave his arm kind of dangling there, but get his blaster in his hand. See how well that slides into place. Oh yeah, trigger finger goes in just nice. Just real nice. Line that hood up. And there we go. Not a whole lot to write home about on this one, but still a great looking figure, and he'll look good standing up there next to Leia. I might at some point get a regular Han Solo Empire Strikes Back head. I might display him with that, just the head without the head hat and goggles and all that stuff. But at any rate, let's move on to Luke. And here we have the archive Luke Skywalker Hoth. As you can see, Luke Skywalker Hoth, Star Wars Black Series 50 Lucasfilm archive, Hasbro down there. There's Luke and all his Lukiness. Artwork there on the bottom right of that. On the back, just like Han Solo, we got the artwork, Star Wars Black Series, Luke Skywalker Hoth, a whole blurb about him in Empire Strikes Back, the greatest of the Star Wars films. I'm not biased. And then you got the timeline, jibber-jabber legal jargon, ages 0 to 3. If your child's not born yet, don't let them play with these toys. Disney logo and Hasbro logo. And let's see if we can do as well with this as we did with Han. And nope, right out of the barrel, it's tearing the back. Okay. Run the fingers down, run the finger over, and then pull the tray out. Okay. And then we've got the lightsaber in there. There we go. There we go. Oh, it came out of the... There. The tip in there? Okay. And then his blaster, which is not taped in. And then we're ready to... Now, I know that there is a thing with this this Luke that a lot of people didn't like the face on him. But we'll take a look at it here in a second, and we'll talk about it. Get him on the pedestal. All right, here we've got him on the pedestal, and going over accessories, we've got the standard Anakin Luke Skywalker blue lightsaber that the blade is a little off kilter there. You might have to turn that to get that lined up. That's probably about as... No, that's kind of cockeyed. That's probably about as good as that's going to get. But that's it's the standard. It's the older one. It's not one of the newer ones. So it's still got the decent paint apps on it. Black on the handle there. You got the little red indicator there. A little bit of goldish copper on there, and silver on the handle. It's got a little hook, so it will hook onto his belt right there. Without the blade, or with the blade, I guess, if you wanted to do that. And then we have his blaster, which is essentially the same blaster as Han Solo with a little bit different scope. It's how you can identify those. Brown paint apps on the handle, silver paint apps on the flash suppressor on that. And then there we have Luke. And Luke stands. Luke's going to be a little shorter. Yeah, aren't you a little short for Luke Skywalker? Luke stands at approximately 5.5 inches tall, maybe between 5.5, 5.25 inches tall. Not as tall as some, because Luke was a little short. A lot of people don't like this face sculpt. I know there's a lot of people that have done customs where they've cut this face off and they've taken a Luke from a different Luke head. They've cut that face off and glued it in there. I'm not going to do that, because I'm just going to leave it the way that it is. It does have the little scarf here glued on to the helmet, and that's fine. I'm going to leave him just as is, because I'm not that anal about the way that he looks. It looks good enough. It's a face. They're like, well, it doesn't really look like Mark Hamill. Well, it really doesn't look like anybody. It's just a face with a wrap around it and a helmet and a little communicator doodad on the side. That's pretty much it. But going over, it looks the costume is immaculately accurate. We got the overshirt over the bottom undershirt, just like Han Solo. Basically the same articulation. I guess there's just not a lot you can do with the wintry gear, but nice attention to detail on there with the paint apps for the rank insignias and whatnot. Belt is a separate piece, or is that? Nope, that is part of the lower torso. Yeah, really nice attention to detail on that. Going over articulation, the head will go all the way around. It is just a head on a ball hinge, standard ball hinge. Not too bad down, not real good up because of the collar on the poncho. I really like the little communicator thing here on the side. That's nice attention to detail too. Arm goes up to there. Got an elbow swivel and a single elbow. No bicep swivel and a gauntlet swivel. No wrist swivel on there. Which is kind of a bummer, but kind of not. I mean, considering what he is. Ball joint mid-torso going up into upper torso for not too bad ab crunch on there. Legs out to there, thigh swivel, double knee, all the way back to, that's actually pretty good considering the costume. And then down, no boot swivel, but you got detents on the feet and a forward rocker on each foot. Yeah. Not bad. Not bad at all. I kind of like him a little better than the Han Solo. Let's put his blaster in the holster. I'm always afraid of these holsters like this because sometimes you can never get the pin back in there. Hopefully this will be a exception to the rule. And there goes the blaster on the floor. I swear, my floor of my studio wants Black Series accessories. Almost bent that. Okay, that should go right in there. Not wanting to. There we go. All right, can I get that pin back in? Oh, excellent. There we go. Okay, we'll put his lightsaber in his hand. Okay. Up. And there we go, Luke Skywalker in the Hoth gear. Let's pop him off of the pedestal, and we'll get them lined up with some other characters and see how they scale up. Okay, here we've got him up here with the Hasbro Star Wars The Black Series Return of the Jedi Deluxe Boba Fett, the Hasbro G.I. Joe Classified Series Sergeant Stalker, the Hasbro Marvel Legends Series Retro Loki, and the Mattel DC Universe Classics Captain Cold. And I thought that would be appropriate. And all in all, I mean, you know, like I said, they're nothing to write home about. They're part of the Empire Strikes Back lineup, which I damn near have all of the Empire Strikes Back ones now. You know, they needed to be part of my collection now that I've got the Bespin Leia, and Hoth Leia's all by herself. So these guys will stand up there with her, and literally right up there, right above my little studio here is the Empire Strikes Back section, which is larger than most because it's my favorite one. I'm happy with them for what they are. You know, they're nothing special on articulation, but they've got a great sculpt work. They've got some cool accessories, you know, Han with the binoculars. I like the attention to detail with the little cloth goods scarf on Luke. They're fine. They'll look great on my shelf. At any rate, that'll do it for this episode. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Smash that bell so you can get information on all the good things coming out of the Digitally Rebastard Network, as well as join us on Twitter, Discord, and my TikTok by clicking those links in the bottom right-hand corner of the banner on our channel page. Become part of the DRN family. We will welcome you with open arms. You've been watching Go Figure with me, your host, Eli Williams, here on the Digitally Rebastard Network. You all have a great week and a great day. I'll see you next time, and until then, don't forget to get your figure on. Take care.